Maurice here, back for another Power Pack Trading. Today we're going to talk about why SMMA is the perfect business for the little guy to make $10,000 a month. There's so many other businesses you guys can do. SMMA, real estate, Shopify, selling cars, wholesaling, Amazon, cryptocurrency. There's so many things you can do. Internet marketing to make money. Okay, but why is SMMA the best? Because, ladies and gentlemen, as I think about this, okay, about to rock 50K a month in SMMA and just, teaching so many people how to make money in this industry, it truly is one of the best businesses for you, okay, to start making 10K literally this month. Okay, the thing that I like about SMMA, okay, and I just want to help you guys, okay, but if you think about traditional business, okay, you literally have to spend millions, hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you wanted to purchase a McDonald's franchise today, you would be looking at about $5 to $7 million, and you would have to be liquid at least $1 million in the bank. Okay, if you wanted to do a Starbucks or a Subway or something like that, you're looking at spending millions of dollars. Okay, just to start. All right. And you may have to wait 7 years to turn a profit. You got to sell a lot of cheeseburgers and have to sell a lot of lattes. But on the other hand, with SMMA, okay, if we look at all the other things you can do, there's what we call a learning curve. Okay, if you were to start an internet marketing business and start doing internet marketing, you would have to plunk down thousands of dollars so that you can learn how to do copywriting and, ads and all type of stuff that you would have to learn. Not to say you couldn't do it, but the learning curve for the average Joe, the average little guy. Okay, I consider myself a little guy. In other words, grassroots. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I don't have any degrees and all that stuff that society says you need to have, which you don't need to have to get stupid rich. Okay, but it's the perfect business because of the learning curve. Okay, you can literally go from rags to riches. That's what I did in SMMA. Okay, I went from working a warehouse making $10 an hour to making $100,000 my first year in the industry. Okay, and that was because I got good on the phone. Okay, I didn't get good at ads and all that other stuff. I just got good on the phone, and anyone can get good on the phone. In fact, if you think about the industry that we're in, when I'm teaching you guys cold calling, I've worked at call centers and stuff like that. Most people, even today, they still hire cold callers, telemarketers, whatever you want to call them, AT&T, they do it. Okay. And they pay them minimum wage. Minimum wage is kind of high now, especially here in California, about $15 an hour, and it's going up. But nonetheless, at the time that I was doing it, they used to pay telemarketers about $9 an hour. Okay. But people don't know it's magic when you can actually pick up the phone. In fact, one of my mentors told me, he said, Maurice, if you can do sales on the phone, okay, you can do any type of sale. Okay. And most of you guys don't know we're in sales. And that's essentially what we do. Okay. And you don't have to hard sell in SMMA. That's another thing too. Okay. But nonetheless, it's the perfect business because you don't have to, put thousands and thousands of hours in it in order for you to make $10,000 a month. You don't need a lot of clients, okay? You just master simple things. And let's talk about what you got to master. What did I master? How did I go from a warehouse to 100 G's a year? First of all, you got to create the right habits. Okay, you got to have discipline and mindset. That's very key. Okay, but you just got to get good at prospecting, and prospecting is simple. Typically, it takes about 30 to 90 days to really start to get good at prospecting, about 1,000 calls. Okay, that's where you want to be, about 500 to 1,000 calls. And most of you guys, 99% of you guys that are watching this video, you can do that. Okay, you can do it. Just think about that. If you can just get the course. You got to get the course. Okay. I got a course that's called Instant Client Pro. Okay. You click the link in the description, grab it. All right. I show you how to literally start an agency and prospect from A to Z and hit $15,000 a month. Okay. If I was starting over from scratch, what I would do. And these are the steps. I put it in like a 7-day increment, 7-day increments. Okay. But you get the whole thing all at once. But nonetheless, gang, if you were just to take that 30 to 90 day cycle, okay, and master prospecting. That's all you got to do. Okay, I give you the script and, all that type of stuff, what to say, how to say it, when to say it, because people are going to object. We're just human beings, and that's just human nature. When somebody, asks you to buy, your knee-jerk reaction is to say no. That's all that essentially is, okay? So nonetheless, if you can master that, you can discipline yourself. That's key. When I think back, man, I had massive discipline because I had a goal too. And you guys know I talk about goals. I had a goal and the desire to fire a job. I was tired of more month at the end of the money. I hated bills. I had a lot of bills and debt. I was tired of, putting gas in my automobile with change, because I was struggling. And a lot of you guys are struggling too. This is a perfect business to get you out of the struggle mode. You guys are struggling. You're tired of not having money. I want you guys to have money in your pocket. Okay, so that you can buy some of the things that you want. I've been buying some expensive stuff for my boats, and what I want, I buy. But nonetheless, this is the perfect business for the little guy because the learning curve, and that's very small learning curve. Most people go to school for 4 years to get a degree, to get a job, to make $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year. Here in SMMA, you can take 30 to 90 days, get serious. You can also get mentors. You guys don't know the value of hiring a mentor. Most people say it costs too much, but it's actually cheap. What would you rather do? Pay a mentor $5,000, $6,000, $8,000, to mentor you for, 30 days, 60 days? Or would you rather wait, 2, 3, 4, 5 years figuring this stuff out when someone who's already made hundreds of thousands of dollars, like myself, in the industry, to take you by the hand and show you exactly what you need to do? Most people will rather take years, and time is your greatest asset. I would rather trade money, and that's why I have mentors, and I'll pay people for strategy calls and stuff like that, because my time is my greatest asset. And if you don't put a value, okay, on your time, and that's what you guys are doing when you don't buy courses, when you don't get a mentor, you want to try to figure it out on your own. You would rather change your own oil instead of going through the oil stop and letting them do it in 15 minutes instead of taking you an hour to do it, And not to say there's nothing wrong with changing your oil and doing stuff like that. I still do things for myself. But my point is that if you want to be successful quickly in SMMA, get a coach, get the course, get the blueprint. I like to say I lay the blueprint out of my courses on what you should be following to hit it big in the industry, okay? But that's all you essentially have to do, gang, is master those simple things, okay? Master prospecting, okay? All the other stuff too. You can get good at Facebook ads. You can get good at Google ads, okay? And YouTube ads, okay? Let me give you guys a big secret, because I get a lot of people asking me on my channel, Maurice, why don't you train on how to do YouTube and Facebook ads and stuff like that? I know how to do it. I'm good at it. But here's the thing, gang. You can go right on YouTube. There's a lot of guys that have put out tutorials. Just type in Facebook, Google ad tutorial. You could take another hour a day and get good at Facebook and Google ads and run your clients' advertisement and save that money on outsourcing. But here's the flip side of what I was saying. Why this is the perfect business for the little guy is because you don't even have to know how to run ads. There's people on the freelancer sites like Upwork and Fiverr that have already mastered Facebook. So you just get good at prospecting and have them to do the fulfillment. And guess what? You have a full-fledged business. Where else on earth can you do that? And here's another beautiful thing. This is what I love. This is how I got out of my job. I said to myself, if I had 5 clients paying me $1,000 a month, that's $5K. Think about that. What if you had 5 clients and they paid you 2? And the 90% of my clients pay over that, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month to me. Okay. And because I have a different model, a lot of guys don't know what I charge and how I charge, but it's in the ICP course. If you click the link in the description, you guys want to know how I make literally 5 times the amount of money that most people in SMMA make, click the link in the description. I don't divulge all this on YouTube, okay? If you guys want to be inside and get, the behind the door scenes of what I'm doing and how I get, 4 or 5 times the amount, click the link in the description, grab the ICP course, and I lay out how I charge. Okay, it's phenomenal. All right. So anyway, let's think about that. 5 clients, okay, and they pay you $1,000 to $2,000 a month. That's $5,000 to $10,000 a month, and you can do this in the next 30 to 90 days. Now, if you were to sell, let's say, an ebook, you're internet marketing, you want to sell, generate $5,000 worth of revenue of selling a $20 or $30 ebook, it would take you hundreds of sales, and you would have to repeat the process. The beautiful thing about SMMA, gang, is that we get what's called residual, reoccurring. We sign that prospect up. As long as we get them results, we get to charge them every single month, $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000 a month. And I said to myself, all I need is 5. I can do this. And that's what you guys got to say. You get 5 clients, you can fire a job. 90% of the people that are watching this video don't make 10 G's at their job, let alone 5 G's at their job. Minimum wage in California is about $15 an hour. You're going to work 40 hours a week. So you're probably going to bring home about $3,500 a month after taxes, and maybe a little bit less. Okay. But in SMMA, you could literally make 10 after you outsource, you pay for your ad spend, and any other little, stuff that you may have to build the landing pages, to, track your calls and stuff like that. You still would put about 7 to 6 in your pocket, 7 to 6 grand in your pocket. Now, if you did your own fulfillment, you may put 8 in your pocket. Okay. Where else can you go and do that, ladies and gentlemen? And in Facebook and Google, they do all the running of the ads for you. You set it and forget it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last opportunity you have to get in this business, this SMMA. It's phenomenal. If you guys want to know how to do it at a high level and prospect, click the link in the description. I'll show you guys how to do it. Okay. You could also get coaching, whatever you need. But this is the last frontier, I would say. This is the perfect business for the little guy to hit $10,000 a month in the next 30 to 90 days. So I hope you guys got a lot of value out of this. If you have, comment below, hit the thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. I continually put out fire like this for you guys on the regular. I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.